Hi there, Lindsay here, the Frugal Crafter. Today we are going to look at these two brand new sets of pastels, soft pastels, which mean they're chalky. Anytime you hear the word soft pastel, it means it's kind of dusty and chalky. It is a pigment, usually a clay and a binder, such as gum arabic, versus oil pastels. Oil pastels have oil in the binder. So these are soft pastel, meaning they're very like eyeshadow. They're chalky. And Lightwish has come out with two sets, a 72 set and a 24 color set. And I've done 3 paintings with them and I am really impressed. So let's first take a look at the 72 color set. At the time I'm recording this, it is around $43. I'm going to set this one aside because it's in a plastic case, so it kind of glares. I had that there so it would stop glaring. And it's in a nice sturdy board. Now this paper, I will put this somewhere, either probably on a community tab. I think that makes sense since we're on YouTube here. I'll probably put this in the community tab. Oh gosh, can I get it up? This is a printout that I received from Lightwish, and basically I asked about the Lightfastness because these all have paper wrappers with corresponding numbers on it. So that's why I will share this this chart so you can reference it if you're going to buy these. But you know, if you're really concerned with the Lightfastness, what I would do is go through before you break them or destroy the wrappers or unwrap them. I would make a note of what you have here for Lightfast colors. So according to this chart, 3 stars is the most Lightfast, 1 star would be the least Lightfast. Most of the colors are 3 Lightfast. Now these were the criteria they gave me for the Lightfastness ratings, and I'll write it in the comments below just to make sure. I'm going to go back through the email and I'm going to write it down like they said. They were rating the pastels with outdoor sun exposure with no covering, no spray, no frame, no glass, nothing, just out in the sun. And they were saying out in the sun with no protection, the 3 Lightfast ones would last like 2 to 3 years. The 2 would last around 6 months to a year, and then the ones would be like fade within 3 months. But keep in mind, it's not museum conditions. That's outdoors, unprotected, in the daylight. I don't know how they would do that without it all getting washed away in the rain, but that's what their Lightfast stars rate to. Of course, museum conditions is much different. You are preserved, usually matted behind glass with lower levels of light, not direct sunlight, so you would have a much longer period of durability. But I just wanted to give you that information because that's the information they gave me. But I will share that chart with you in a community tab once this video goes up. So we've got a really beautiful arrangement of colors here. These sticks are very, they are very soft. They're very large too. They're a good size standard stick, very similar to the Mungyo Gallery or like a Unison stick. They're a good size stick. They're not tiny. And they are full sticks, and each one has a wrapper on it, and it says Yu Yi, which I've never heard of that before, but it must be whoever Lightwish is private labeling them through. And it says Artist Soft Pastel, and you know, your color number, which would correspond with that chart that Lightwish sent me that I will put on my my page. You can see just from my finger how soft they are. It's come off on my hands. But this is the arrangement of colors we have. I'm just going to put them side by side here so you can take a look. Of course, some of them I've broken and they've gotten dirtied up because I've used them. But we have a good arrangement of all the colors. For our super dark colors, we've got some really dark, like eggplanty colors. We've got some dark teals. We've got dark navies. We've got black. We've got really rich dark brown color. You know, we have fairly dark reds and greens, so we've got a pretty good size amount of darks. For lights, we've got these very pastel kind of sky blues, periwinkles, taupe, gray, aqua. So we've got a few really pastel shades, and we've got a lot of mid-tone shades. And what you see is what you get with chalk pastels. So if you just take a look, if you even wanted to screenshot it or even look at the Amazon listing, you can see the full range of colors. But they are very vibrant, very pretty, and they do show up really opaquely. So this right here, this artwork I did here is, I'm going to try to zoom out and get it all in there, but it is, maybe if I move this over, this is done on black paper, so that gives you an idea as to how opaque the pastels are. I used mostly these pastels, and I also used a few of their metallics, so they also have a set of 24 metallic pastels. And I did swatch out the metallics because I was curious as to how shimmery they are. They're not super shimmery, but you do get a little bit of sparkle, like where I put it in the water. I put some of the golds in the water in the sky. And I don't know if that's going to show up on camera, but there's a very subtle sparkle. It's not like really metallic. It's more like a little bit of a mica pearlescent type effect there, but it's really lovely. It's really a pretty effect. Here you can see, this is in a nice hard plastic case. There's actually a thumb hole on the back. I'll show you that in a second. But on the sanded paper, I used some of the golds, and I used that kind of coral color, and I did wear down quite a bit because it's sanded paper. But the colors are really pretty. You do get a lot of golds, which I think you'd probably use up the most. I think it's a pretty limited use case for the pastel, the soft pastels that are metallic. I could see them being very useful for crafters if you were like embossing black cardstock and you want to like kind of hit the raised areas with a little bit of shimmer. But you know, I think maybe seascapes, you got some really pretty seascapes colors here if you're trying to capture the light in a wave, like these golds, greens, and blues would be really pretty for that. Sunsets were really nice with the reds. You have some of this, you could do some kind of, I would think these would be more like, these metallics would be more like abstract mixed media grunge and like catching texture. Like if you have, say you have a background that's done with like texture paste, modeling paste, like in black, so maybe you've done rusty, something really rusty and grungy, and then you swipe over it with some of these like coppers and silvers and teals, you could get that kind of patina look that would be really pretty. But I was really impressed with this case. Now this I think is more like, oh gosh, don't quote me. I'm thinking this one was around $30, but I will have to, you'll have to check on Amazon. I'll check. I can't list the prices in the description or Amazon threads to take my account away. Probably because if you're watching this in America and you click on the American Amazon, the price is going to be different than if you're watching in Canada or you're watching it in the UK. You probably find this in all these different countries, but different countries are going to charge different amounts. And of course, companies might change their prices if things cost more, or if things sell really fast, they'll probably change the prices and make them higher. But you get the nice thumb hole. I think this one will be a really good case to reuse as something else even. I could see taking this, putting a variety of different pastels and taking it plein air. I don't think I would take the metallics plein air, but this would be a really easy to hold little palette if you wanted something like that, or even if you were taking oil paints on the go and you want to be able to cover it up. So anyway, I think this case has a lot of reuse abilities once you've used up the pastels. It's got a dense foam in there that keeps them protected, which is really nice. And this one has more of a spongy foam, but everything came, nothing was broken. Even if it was, it's not that big of a deal because it's pastel, but it protected them very well in transit. And these were just shipped from Amazon, and Amazon is notorious for, you know, having the paper bag mailers and, you know, not the most meticulously packed items. So yeah, no qualms there. Now I want to show you a couple paintings I did with just the 72 set, because this was done with both of them. This was a lot of fun to paint. I have to say, in the experience of painting with these pastels, they got nothing on my expensive pastels. Lightfastness, you know, it's such a non-standard way to do the Lightfastness that I can't really say how it's going to rate next to other pastels I have. But if you're on a budget, for $45, under $45, to get 72 colors that are such a nice variety of colors, because the other two paintings I'm going to show you were all done with that 72 set. There was nothing added from my stash. Maybe I might have used a pencil to sketch it on, but other than that, I think it's a really nice comprehensive set, you know, to see if you like pastels. It's lovely and the price is right. So let me show you the other two paintings. I had actually wrapped them and put them away because I forgot I hadn't done the review yet, but we'll pull those out. And I don't do pastels all the time, so you know, I would highly recommend seeing if other pastel artists have reviews on this, because they can offer more insight than I can, because I don't use pastel all the time. I wish I hadn't wrapped these up already. I'll try to get it out without smearing anything. So this one I have a tutorial for on my YouTube channel. It is just a Christmas bow that I did with the 72 set. This would have actually been really fun if I had the metallics when I was doing this. I might have done it with the metallics just to see. But this is just with the regular 72 set. I did use fixative on, because this is just watercolor paper, round watercolor paper. It's a hot press round watercolor paper, so not really textured like the sanded paper I showed you with the sunset. These laid down so smoothly, so nicely. If you want to see these in action, watch those videos. I will have a video on the sunset too, so you can see them all in action. This is just kind of like an overview for those that are trying to decide whether these pastels are worth it or not. So I did fixative, then I went over with a few highlights. I did use a pencil to sharpen up the edges, but other than that, yeah, these worked really well, and that was on a fairly smooth paper. I mean, it is a handmade watercolor paper, so it is a little bit rougher than a regular hot press paper, but it worked well on the smoother paper. And I was surprised at how silky they felt. I wouldn't say they're as soft as Schmincke by any stretch of the imagination, but they reminded me of Schmincke in the way that they were very silky. And they're also very dense. So, you know, if you hold up a Sennelier pastel compared to a Schmincke pastel, the Sennelier feels so much lighter. It's not as dense and it wears down quicker, whereas a Schmincke is more dense. I held these with a Mungio Gallery pastel, and these are softer. They felt softer than the Mungio Gallery to me, but they felt heavier, like they were a little more dense. And it could be that, I mean, I don't know, I'm always wondering who's making whose pastels, because, you know, Lightwish, private label stuff. And it's really hard to say where things are coming from. But anyway, there is another painting I did. This tutorial is up on my channel as well. This is on Sennelier La Carte pastel paper. So it's made for pastels. It's got a beautiful texture to it. So it's meant to grab the pastel and not need fixative. So I did not use fixative on this. I also did not use fixative on the sanded paper. This was very easy to work with. These pastels are a dream to work with. No qualms whatsoever. I thought the tone, the range of colors were pretty good. It didn't have a ton of what I would call skin tones. It does have some earth tones, but you know, when I do skin tones, I'm generally picking up on other colors such as the greens and blues and reds and pinks and stuff. But just to show you, you know, you've got some skin tones here, but not a ton. If you're a portrait artist, you might find this a little bit lacking. But also, I'm sure if you're a portrait artist, you're probably out buying the most Lightfast products that you can find, just so that your portraits can last. These had foam, a layer of foam over in between the layers, and nice sturdy cardboard layers. I'll probably leave these in here because my drawers that I keep my pastels in are full. But it also makes for a nice little set that I can paint a variety of subjects. So this is, I don't know what you call this. It was, I took a photo of me holding up a drink that I had made, and, you know, I guess you'd call this maybe an interior, maybe a portrait because it's hand, I have no idea, but it just shows you the different types of subjects that you can capture. I really think that this is a nice versatile set that will allow you to capture a variety of different things. So, yeah, I really like these. I think that for the money, you really can't beat them. The Lightfastness, since it's not standard, I really don't want to comment on that too much because that's tough to say. It's tough to say. Here you can see, look, there's lots of sparkles here because of the dust that came off of that painting, or maybe came out of the box. But I'll show you here the foam. Oh, you know what? I can also measure these for you if you want. Let's see, I got my little grid under here. So this is, I would say, 2 1/4 long by just over 1/2 inch wide. So just to give you an idea of the size of those. Pretty standard, about the size of a Schmincke, full pastel stick. Oh yeah, I just wanted to show you these, just little, comes with packaging that you can actually use, so you don't even have to buy anything extra to store it either. I think these are a win. I would give them 5 out of 5 thumbs up, as long as they don't jack the price way up. As long as it stays in the under $50 category, I give it my thumbs up, and I think it's a really good buy. So I will try to remember to link those tutorials in the video description so you can check these out and see them in action. But yeah, I give them my my seal of approval. I hope that they expand and come out with more of this type of pastel. Lightwish has done pastels in the past. They brought out the Marie's set of 72 pastels, which were nice. They were harder than this. I used them. They did not speak to me like these do. These definitely feel much more softer, much more fun to paint with. They go with my style a little bit better because I think because they're softer, whereas the Marie's one that Lightwish brought out was, I think, a little bit more expensive. I'm not sure. It was fairly close in price, I think, but a little bit firmer. And I like these softer ones myself. And yeah, this is kind of quirky. I haven't seen many metallic sets. I know Sennelier makes a metallic pastel. Montmartre does, just a set of 10, I think, but nothing like this. These are nice chunky sticks, and I like them. I think they're a good buy. So if you have any questions, you can let me know in the comments below. If I can help you, I will. Otherwise, defer to those tutorials so you can see the pastels in action. They were a delight to use, and yeah, wonderful. I hope you enjoyed this review. I know it was a quick one. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoy these, and until next time, happy crafting. Bye!